Hey, this is Gun Gaming from the future with a big glorious beard. Just to remind you, this footage is a little bit older. I don't do this as my full-time job, but I am committed to being the dad who reviews the ship pledge values. I'll give you information about the loaners, and all of that information is still the same. I hope you enjoy. All right, everybody, we are going to review a next set of ships, Vanguard series. This used to be one of my most recommended ships. I just never shot some B-roll on them. They are a little bit different. We're going to end with the Sentinel because I think it's the most fun one to play with, but we're going to kind of work our way up. I'll say one difficult thing with the Vanguard series is like there's no like base model, so this can be a little bit complicated. Hang in there, we're going to get to it, and we're going to just do beauty shots this time. Let's go. All right, let's go check these bad boys out. Boom, 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 boom. Vanguard hoplite. So the exteriors are all going to be almost identical. Obviously the paints are going to be different, so they can be like, you want the blue one, $50. You can see the 4 nose-mounted weapons. You can see the larger size 5 mounted right below it. And we'll take out the Vanguard Sentinel when we actually go fight today. So we'll take the ramp access. I do have to say, like, I do not love ships that don't have a physical button to open the ramp. A couple of reasons. One, because I'm loving doing bounty missions and like looting from them. So you're gonna come up, you got a rampway. Yes, it does feel like the Deemer, doesn't it? I do love this like back little room that's a little bit more accessible than the Deemer's is. Let's close this. Come on. Yeah. But you do have your quant drive just straight back here. Boom, boom. And you've got a door. I like that this one feels like you're entering like a solid freaking blast door. Weapon lockers, jump seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So still not even that many jump seats. I think that there could be like some more here. You've got all of your power plants, shield generators are all up front. Cooling module, and then you'll see, does this one not have a turret? Did I skip past it? Oh, right here. You got your turret right here. So just to give you kind of sight lines on what the turret looks like, it's the same for all the ships. Again, it's all identically designed except for this kind of central cabin area. I don't want to say identically, but like near enough that doesn't matter. Come on. Okay, I will say in terms of like visibility and sightlines, it's pretty good. The worst thing about this turret is that it's like you don't get any like real vertical movement, right? Looks like somebody dropped a bunch of stuff. So you can see how it like moves and bends here, but you're missing out on this sightline over the prow of the ship. I really wish the turret was set more up there, honestly, maybe even underneath, but because of that you aren't able to shoot down below the ship at all. So, and because all of the weapons are nose mounted, you really have to kind of fire at the same ship that your pilot is firing on or at somebody directly behind you. One of the worst things about this ship is just how... Okay, we're pulling out the Warden, and if I was to give you advice on like which one should you buy now, my fairly unequivocal suggestion would be the Warden. The price increase over the hoplite is not that much. You're going to get a lot better weapons, and then you're not going to have to pay to upgrade them, which you would have to do anyway. I could calculate that cost, but like the cost in time alone is massive, just between patches and otherwise, if you're buying this outright, and if you're buying it in-game, then just not having to deal with it. You can see all the weapons here. Man, that gun really is beautiful. Loaded missiles. I think these are the size 3s that you're not getting otherwise. on the hoplite, so being able to have that larger missile bay there, that's pretty nice. I think actually, you know, like I've done videos, and you can go watch my YouTubes about the Sentinel. Lots of thoughts on the Sentinel previously. So I will stick with the hoplite. You're gonna see the double bed here. Very Spartan. Got your avionics access. I mean, I don't really know if there's even like a... Yeah, so this is supposed to be like an extended duration patrol reconnaissance. I don't... There's a lot of hopes and dreams that are associated with these ships. Jeez, it's really windy and blowing around. Every night lately, there's been like a really big storm. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Just to give you a sense of what the cockpit looks like, you can see the Deadbolt 5, the MVSAs. Just kind of that bigger size 5 blaster. So, and then I just swapped those MVSAs over to being your like primary fire, and then the Deadbolt to your secondary. So you can use those 4 size 2s to kind of wrap down the shields on an enemy and then really hit it hard with those deadbolts. But you're seeing here good MFDs, like really cool cockpit design. You're getting like a really fat crossbar here, like a bigger like jump area. I really wish that this... I don't like finding it out of Hex, but it is so much easier to sell cargo here when you're doing bounties and just stripping stuff off of dead fish. Okay, let's get in here. See what I'm saying though? It's so agitating. Like, it's like, okay, now you're gonna let me click it. Like, do I have to stand here? Okay, here's the button. It's back here. I just, of all, like, for all the reasons to dislike this ship, that is one of the best in my opinion. I think, I don't remember if the other one had a shower, but I'm pretty sure it did. Storage looks the same between them. You get a storage button here, and then you get a munitions locker here. It's the same, very similar to the Sentinel, but you're seeing over here on the side. I love that it says Aegis with love for those size 5s. I would expect it to lower down the stock through one of these bomb doors. So that's a little interesting to me. We'll have to see how it fires when I fire it. We'll be watching that, but for now, let's initiate takeoff. Track landing gear. I love these kind of like more pleated toes. And you're seeing here just very easy. Oh, we're drifting a little bit. Not sure why. Oh, I need to reset my... Oh, I need to reset my joysticks. Just getting like a very decent movement pattern with the ship. Oh, shoot. Go and hold ahead and hold for another one. I think it's coming out. Right next to that landing gear, but let's watch it here. It kind of just like drops out of that bay and then launches out from that other bay. Now I wish the other side you could like replace the bathroom and go for a bomb bay door there. If it had 6 torpedoes, then I would say, okay, this has got something going to it. You get an additional 2, get some better guns. It does have like nice clean quantum lines. Shows really nice. Looks very pretty. And you can see those rocket pods on the turret, which is kind of a fun kind of turret phenomenon, but for me... Oh, we got a lot of guys. I do like the sound of it going coo, 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 coo. Don't get me wrong, it sounds dope. There's something ever satisfying about this. Imagine just like being inside that ship where you're just getting wrecked by this giant freaking cannon. One of his assaults. I don't know if that killed him or not.
The ASOP vehicle
We're just gonna walk you around the last one. That kind of sucked, but oh well. It's not. You got a good sense of how the ship flies. I don't think these are tailored for PHRTs anymore. I just don't think they are. I think you need more DPS now, more than ever. You watch me struggle to kill prospectors. Those things take a lot of hits, a lot of focus fire, and it's just easier to kill them in a constellation. Like, why get one of these when you can get a constellation? I genuinely do not understand that. Why get one of these when you can just get a Scorpius? Again, don't understand it. I think they have just been they suffered the test of time a little bit here. So these ones are supposed to be like the reconnaissance fighter, the like EMP dealio, the engineer station, Like, what can I do here? Abso-freaking-lutely nothing. I can turn on the power. And I can allegedly redistribute power or something. But it's like nothing even displays here. It would be cool if I could do like remote turret or something, anything. Doesn't even turn on. Turret up there, sucker punches. You can just see, like, we have the same cabin, just data storage modules. And then the EMP is just located inside of the ship. Like, you're not really seeing it anywhere in any of these things. You do see the bed switch sides. Yeah, I genuinely, I don't get it anymore. Well, it's cool when they released it. It's just been phased out. And that will conclude. This one does have the coolest paints though, and I don't even like yellow that much, but the yellow and blue is just really, really cool. But that wraps up the Sentinel series, or sorry, that wraps up the Vanguard series. I'm still going to direct all of you to the Warden. I think that is the best option for you. I think it gives you kind of the best all-round ship. And stay tuned for my next review. Until next time, good luck out there, have some fun, keep on playing. Bye for now.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.